had no book on my radar screen at all. I was going to retire, have a lot of projects, a lot of hobbies. I wasn't going to have any shortage of things to do.
Over the next few months, Angus Lind will give book signings and readings to promote Prime Angus, a compilation of selected pieces from his 32 years as a columnist for the New Orleans daily paper, the Times-Picayune. It was a project that friends and fans of his column urged him to undertake.
The biggest challenge putting the book together was finding 60 columns out of very close to 5,800. And needless to say, a lot of those columns were written prior to computers. So they exist on microfilm and in scrapbooks, and all of that had to be physically retyped to get into Word. And it was a daunting task. I think I tried to cover as many bases as possible. Different things that I had done through the years, you know, New Orleans quirks, New Orleans characters, people like racetrackers like Black Cat Lacombe, a boxing promoter like Leapin' Lou Messina, Morgus the Magnificent. Everybody of a certain age knows about Morgus. These are all basically lovable eccentrics, and I just was drawn to those people.
Lind arrived at the Picayune in 1970, and while he reported on some of the biggest stories at the time, his inclination was toward covering the quirky, amusing side of the scene.
And one day out of the blue in 1977, I got called into the editor's office and the door was closed, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what did I do? And they asked me if I wanted to try and write a column 3 times a week. And I was shocked and a little overwhelmed, but we did it, and it worked. After a while, the writing is not difficult. I mean, if you know how to write and you've developed your style, the ideas are definitely the main problem. And some weeks it's very simple because we live in a unique city, and bizarre things seem to happen here. And they always have and they always will. So,
a graduate of Tulane, Lind has over the years been a supporter of the university, giving much lovingly penned ink to his alma mater. It's a love he traces back to his father.
He got a night degree from Tulane and was a banker. And he and several of his other cohorts at the National Bank of Commerce sold tickets outside of Old Tulane Stadium on Willow Street. So my early memories were like a 5-year-old kid standing outside of a ticket booth waiting for my dad to finish selling so we could go in and see the game. So I've been green my whole life. I mean, there's no doubt. And I love the play.
Lind is probably a better writer than he is a self-promoter. Still, you get the idea that he believes his new book does a good job documenting a career well spent.
It captures not only the flavor of the city, but I think and I hope it captures how much I love this city.